This was for 2001 or 2000, I believe, and was dedicated to a refugee. The title of the project was Respect Refugees. And again, you see from dark to light. The idea of refugee is why people become refugees, why people leave their country. They leave the country because for a better future for themselves or for their children. So it's a better life. And the better life is the sunrise, a new day, new beginning. If you see they are in the middle of nowhere, the reason is because when you're a refugee, when you leave your country, in my case, the old days, when you left Russia, you couldn't go back because you were the enemy. And so when you leave your country and you're going somewhere that you don't know if you're going to be accepted, you're going to be successful, you're going to be able to match your basic needs, you are in the middle of nowhere. You know, you left your citizenship, you left your country, and you are going somewhere you don't know what's going to happen. So you're in the middle of nowhere. There's the certain mentality that only the refugees probably will understand. So that's why there's no landscape. It's just a landscape for any city. But they're waiting for the sun to rise so they can enter this new life, new society. Each one has a different reaction. This Indian woman is very hopeful, looking up there, cannot wait to get there. But her child has a little fear. He doesn't know where is he going. He has a fear of this unknown place. And he's looking for refuge in his mother's arm. These two are sitting on the suitcase, and they're making their plans. I painted my daughter, they helped me to work on this one. And she's making plans, you know, she's very happy, she's making plans for new friends, for new school, new clothes she's gonna have, and she put her doll down. The doll represents whatever she had from her old culture, old country that she came. She's willing to let it go, she's willing to let it go from her so she can start a new beginning. And she's trying to convince her brother, who is more conservative, who is holding on to these toys. Because he doesn't know if maybe he's not going to have any more toys. This is the only toy he has. And you see this elderly gentleman who is whatever time has left on this planet. He still wants to get up and look at this future. With assistance with his family, he's just trying to make whatever efforts to get and see this. But this guy is being supported by the young generation. And this is dedicated to those guys who came to the country. They were refugees. They had to go support the elder ones. And they are the ones who went to work. The cane is a symbol of wisdom. And this is all he has. He has no money, he has no physical strength to help him, but he has his wisdom. And he's very tight holding on that wisdom. The guy, the young generation, is supporting that in one hand and helping him to stand up, which means they are taking this wisdom with them to next generation. Here you see this child whose eyes are closed. He's the only one whose eyes are closed. And this is from my personal experience. When I was in Armenia, all the refugee families had the same, immigrants had the same problem. The problem was if you have a teenage kid in a family, they didn't want to leave the country, they didn't want to go to America because they didn't care. You know, they had no financial issues, they were in love with someone there, and their friends. There was no reason for them to leave. So the guy doesn't want to come. He closed his eyes, he doesn't want to see this future. All he dreams about his schoolmates, the books, and he's standing on his feet, he's not moving. He doesn't want to go. But his mother, knowingly that he's a teenager, she's very gentle with him, is trying to hold him gently, saying, hey, let's go. Maybe it's something, you know, it's something that you will like there. And she's pointing very gently without hurting his feeling, but she's in motion, she's moving. She's going to take him. One of the most important elements here is this young lady who is holding her hand, pointing her hand towards future. This is where I want to go, this is what I want to do, and this is definitely my place. and she's almost ready to jump from her father's arm. And her father standing like the warrior, holding her child, but he knows that all those beautiful dreams that she has is going to take lots of fights for him to make that thing happen. So he's standing like there, almost samurai, ready to take the fight. You see this Hispanic couple, the guy who very humble, took his head down, is just thanking God for getting him this far. And this one also is excited, but there's concern. She's holding on the blanket, she might need it. She never knows. Around the painting, all over the painting, you see these big suitcases. Refugee, immigrant, it's like a natural extension to have suitcases. They bring their everything they have. But in my paintings, there's a different interpretation here. When you're a refugee or when you're immigrant, when you live from one place to another place, when you definitely already know that you're going to leave your country, there's a certain mentality again. You don't want to get involved with too many things because you think you're going to go and you're going to start new life somewhere else. So you don't want to complicate where you are. Let's say I want to become an artist. I'm going to go in America to become an artist or doctor or whatever. So what happens, you have this mental suitcase. You put your dreams, your ideas, like you pile them on top of each other. So when you come to this, whatever country is, with the hope you're going to open this suitcase and make these dreams to come true. So what they're bringing their hopes, their dreams, their plans and everything, so they can open in this new country and to make it happen.